Hi, my name is Kevin. I'd like to introduce you to Charlie. We got Charlie down in Rhode Island. It was 2004. It was kind of an interesting story how we got him. I was not that keen on getting a dog at all. My wife said to me, as soon as my child has a tree fort and a dog, his childhood will be complete. And so, of course, I fought this, and at the time, my business, frankly, was declining. Went from having 16 people down to me alone working out of the house. My wife was going back to work. My son was very busy at St. John's Prep with different things, with wrestling and student government. And so I said, who exactly are you getting this dog for? And of course, I protested, I resisted, I said no. I came up with all these excuses why we don't want a dog. Of course, they listened intently. So after they got the dog, which was the next week, he came home and there he was, and I just didn't have a good attitude when it came to Charlie. Personality traits, Charlie is pretty much a wimp when it comes to everything, but he loves food and he loves cuddling with you. Charlie was bred as a dog to be the lap dog to the Queen of England. That's what the Cavalier was. And so he is trained to just sit with you, to love being with you, and it sure makes for a dog that you just fall in love with. One of the funny stories with Charlie, or humorous stories, was one day my son came home and I said, could you let the dog out? And the dog went outside. But unfortunately, right before I put the dog out, I had poured this end of a bottle of Old Bailey's Irish Cream out on the ground. It was the winter and it had kind of pooled. And so I was trying to figure out why the dog was gone for so long, and I said, oh my God, he's gotten into the Bailey's Irish Cream. So I went out there, and of course, there he is down there lapping up and just having the best time of his life. And I tried to get him in, couldn't get him in, and he takes off. So now I'm trying to figure out what a drunk Charlie would do. All right, Charlie ended up, chasing some of the girl dogs in the neighborhood. That's a true story. I couldn't get him, of course, and I finally found him asleep on the neighbor's driveway in a bad position. So, but anyway, he got up and he was fine, but a little bit, kind of glassy-eyed for a little bit. Charlie knows a number of tricks, many of which that my son Danny has taught him, and my wife Brenda has taught him as well. He can, of course, sit and he can stay. He's able to lay down. He's able to roll over. He's able to do a spin. He can play dead. Probably his most interesting one is closing a door, which kind of happened in a funny way, where my son said, I'm going to teach him how to do it, and he did. I'm still trying to teach him how to get a beer out of the refrigerator. We're almost there on that. So a lot of the misconceptions I had about dogs, just all I'd be doing is cleaning up after them, really haven't come true. What I didn't know is how much companionship and just love he would have, even for someone like me, someone who didn't like dogs. So I enjoy my time with Charlie. He takes me for walks every day, and that is actually very good for me as well. One of the things we weren't used to when the dog first became a part of our life was what he would be doing when we weren't looking for him. So one time we had this birthday celebration up at Rockport, at a place on the beach. He loves the beach, loves to walk on the beach, and we had this big birthday party, and something was wrong, something was missing. And what we realized is that Charlie was missing. And Charlie had eaten the entire chicken cutlet dinner for 9 people. So we still had to remember that even though Charlie has tremendous willpower and he can do some tricks, he's still a dog. Charlie also has a unique ability to, because he was bred as a lap dog, he's also bred as a therapy dog. I remember one time I twisted my ankle very bad. I sprained my ankle, and what he did was he came up on the couch. He just knew he had to be with me, and he would lay just on my ankle. We hear about stories about dogs being able to smell cancer, being able to do these special things. And Charley just amazes me. If my stomach was bothering me, he'd jump up on the couch with me. It's hard for me to actually get on the couch without Charley wanting to get there. It's part of his breed. And he would gently have his paw on my stomach, and how can you not fall in love with that? Charley has continuously done interesting and fun things that just remind us that he's a dog, and kind of brings us back to kind of reminds us of the simple things in life. He's always there. He's always looking at us. And personally, he's taught me a lot about unconditional love. I didn't know what that was. Get a dog, and I guess you're going to find out. He's 8 years old right now, and I was fighting and kicking and screaming. Didn't want to have a dog, and Charley has been there for me when I needed a dog, when I needed a little companionship. He's been tremendous comfort, to me. So thanks, Charley.